Throwback tag! That's what I'm doing today. Hi everyone, my name is Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, along with my new recording setup and my Marvel shirt. Today we're doing the throwback tag because I'm doing all these tags today, and I like doing tags, I like answering questions. If you have any tag suggestions, let me know, and I will look through them. But I'm gearing up for starting my Ask Jacob series, or whatever the fuck. Ask Deckerlink, Decker Ask. I don't know. I don't fucking know what it's gonna be called, but I'm gonna start answering questions from the comments. So, ask questions, I'll fucking answer them at some point. And, so yeah, tags, good way to start. The point of this one is to look back on your life. And I have no glasses on, so I can't even look to see where you are. Oh hey, lame jokes. Number 1, what year were you born? 1995? Who let the dogs out? Who fucking, I don't think, no, that was like 2001? 1999? I don't know. It was fucking then. It was way back then. But yeah, I am currently 21 years old as of recording this, so yay. Number 2, do you have any pictures of yourself when you were younger? Yes. I got these two of when I was baby, and then these two are from a little bit later, obviously. One was from my 8th grade graduation, that's the one with me in a suit. And the other one was from earlier. It was, I think 2 or 3, maybe 5 years earlier, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I found that one on Facebook here recently, and I shared it on the Deckerlink Facebook page, which you should like, by the way. It's in the description. Please talk to me. I'm lonely. Number 3, which television shows did you grow up watching? When I was a wee little kid, I used to watch Winnie the Pooh and like the Teletubbies and shit like that. When I got a little older, I mainly stuck to like the Cartoon Network stuff. You know, your Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Edd and Eddy, shit like that. With a few interjections of SpongeBob and like Cyber Chase from PBS. And then a little later on, I started to grow more of an affinity towards your live-action sitcom stuff like MASH, which is my number 2 favorite show of all time now. Used to be number 1 until House of Cards came in and Kevin Spacey's a fucking genius. And like the Golden Girls and Night Court and shit like that. So, yeah, that's what I watched. TV. And good, interesting answers. I'm good at this. I'm good. I swear. Please keep watching. Number 4, what did you want to be when you grew up? Ever since I was a freshman in high school, I wanted to be a voice actor. And the shit out from behind my ears. I look weird doing that shit. I want to be a voice actor. I still do. And before that, I don't know. I was like, do I be a teacher? I think actor was pretty much always a part of it. But, yeah, voice actor was pretty much the only definitive fucking thing where I was like, this is what I'm gonna do, and fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I got it kind of later on, but that's pretty much the only defined path that I has ever been on. Fucking hell, man. Number 5, show some video of yourself when you're younger. Not a question, but sure.
I'm Jake Decker. I'm a knight from the Shadow Realm. I am Aaron Decker, and I'm a Dark Warrior from the Midnight Clan.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Pause.
Okay.
Just wave like an idiot.
Number 6. What were your favorite toys to play with? Well, as I said in the last tag video, it was the Summoner's Council. Whether it was made up of the older toys I had or any assortment of them, I used to even keep them under my bed sheets so that when I went to bed, I could stay up late at night and play with them. Didn't really fool my parents. My mom even at one point referred to them as my secret stash. It's hard to hide pointy, jaggedy plastic shit under a smooth, smooth blanket. Never really fooled them, but I guess they admired my creativity because they never really fucking stopped me from doing it. Enablers. I was raised by enablers, man. Number 7. What is the most embarrassing thing you remember doing? Well, this one really didn't involve me doing it, but it's the most embarrassing moment I can recall when I'm just thinking, what was an embarrassing thing? It was when I was younger and I was still going to Admire Elementary School. At lunch, there were definite tables that were for the cool kids and for the me's, not cool kids. But one time, because my brother was 3 years older than I was invited to the cool kids table because he was sick that day. And so they were like, let's try the younger one. And so I went over there and I sat down, and as soon as I started being too annoying and I could start to feel like they were maybe going to kick me off the cool table, my kindergarten teacher, who I was in like second grade at this point, but my kindergarten teacher walked by. She accidentally dumped fucking like tuna salad all over me. It was like a plastic thing, and she was like, oh, it was too hot, I guess. She was walking with it, and it spilled all in my hair, and it was terrible. I spent a long time in the bathroom cleaning it out and picking it, and it was, holy shit, that was embarrassing. I just want to go to the cool table. Can I go to the cool table, please? I'm cool, right? Number 8 asks me to read something that I wrote in kindergarten. Well, I don't have anything from kindergarten, but what I do have is the knowledge that I used to refer to orange, that color back there for the R in wars, I used to call that orange. And this computer that I'm getting all my fucking script off of, I used to call that a computer. I was fucking dumb, wasn't I? Ah! Oh, I hurt myself! Oh, I have ingrown toenails, and there's a chair right there. Son of a bitch! Number 9 asks, what are some of the songs I used to listen to when I was a child? I still listen to a lot of the songs that I used to listen to when I was like a preteen, so I went further back than that, back to like my tape days, like my fucking cassette tape days. And the song I used to listen to a lot on that was Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega. Now moving on to the CD era, I used to listen to the song, I wanna talk about me, wanna talk about and I don't know why, I thought it was fucking funny to hear Toby Keith singing a song about wanting to sing about himself. Like, I thought that was like, it's your fucking album, why don't you? I was too young to understand the fucking nuances of communication and marriage and all that shit, but I just thought it was fucking funny. And then, of course, a little bit later on, I listened to and memorized all the words to Technologic by Daft Punk. So it's kind of fun to bust that shit out when I'm just like, hey, I want to know if I can talk today. But I use a breaker fix charger, and then you just fucking, and then you go, and then it's fun, and then yay. So those are 3 things I used to listen to. I have a lot of fucking more examples, but you know, can't make this the fucking music tag, so whatever. Number 10, what was a funny thing you used to dress up as for Halloween? My childhood Halloween costumes were never really overly funny. I dressed up as Legend of Zelda in a homemade costume. I dressed up as SpongeBob once with a store-bought costume. But pretty much the funniest thing that happened when I was dressing up for Halloween actually happened only a couple years ago. I dressed up as the Undertaker. I think I got a poster of him right there. It wasn't that costume, but it was his traditional with the hat and the big leather trench coat. And me and Caleb went around trick-or-treating. Now, we're fucking huge guys, and his costume was just like a dude in jeans and a hoodie with a bloody shovel. Like, fuck. And he even had like a mask. So, two huge dudes were walking around, and I think the first or second house we went to they recognized Caleb because it was on his block, but they looked at me and they're like, "Why are you dressed up as the Columbine shooter?" And so for the rest of the night, I insisted that instead of walking up, and I had like the song playing, like Undertaker's theme song, and I would walk slow, and we had this whole thing where Caleb would be up first, and I would be in the back with my hair and looking cool and shit, and then I'd be like, trick or treat, or some shit like that. But after that, I had to fucking be like, hi, hello, we're here, and Caleb would have to lower his mask, and then even then people were like, who are you? Where are you from? Don't take my kids! And it was fucking scary, so yeah, not a fruitful thing, but in the moment it was frustrating and scary and shit, because we're in Kansas, we're gonna get shot for that shit, but now I look back on it and I think it's pretty fucking funny. Number 11 simply asked me to tell a story about something funny from when I was a kid. Not really a creative fucking question, but I got something for you. When I was a little kid, back living in Admire, I used to live next to a house owned by the Whites family. Not just white people, their last name was fucking White. And my older brother was friends with the older brother over there, and I was friends with the younger sister, and they had another daughter, a little younger, and then they eventually had a younger brother. It's a lot of fucking kids. But at one point, they got locked out of their house. And I guess their kids were, I don't know, predisposed to some shit. They needed someone to break into their house and go around and unlock their door. And I just remember this moment where they were all discussing it at the door, and then they're like, I don't know, maybe. I remember them just all looking around. They see me and they're like, yo! And they bring me to their porch, get me, like, they get the bathroom window open and they just shove me in. And I'm just like, oh fuck, what's going on? I was the only one that was small enough to get into the house. And I go and I open it up and I let them in. But I just remember the look on their face, because they were just like, how are we gonna do it? I don't know how to help. And then they just see me and they're like, it was funny. Number 12 asks if there is any special things that I kept around since I was a kid. There are a few things, a lot of things actually. A lot of my mementos from when I was a kid are things that I kept from the trailer that we used to live in Admire, that, you know, we couldn't get everything out of it. Like 90% of our shit got burned with the house when we left, because we couldn't get all our shit out in time for the new owners. So, but one of the things was this desk, this prop. This isn't a prop, this is a fucking desk. And this was my dad's desk. And it's pretty much a thing in my family that whoever has the big desk, that's like the head honcho, and this is where all the shit goes down. And when he moved into semi-retirement, he gave me the desk, and so now this is my desk, this is where all my shit is, and this is where all the important paperwork is. But one other thing that I'm just gonna fucking take you and show you, if you come around here, this llama thing right here, this is real llama fur. And this used to hang outside of my childhood bedroom door, I guess. My childhood bedroom. It's real soft, and it's a family heirloom. A legitimate family heirloom, not just fucking furniture. And so yeah, this hung outside my bedroom when I was a kid, and ever since we got out of Admire, I got entrusted with it, because I take care of my shit. And now it's in my house, with nunchucks. That's how I treat my shit. Treat it well. Number 13, what is something weird that you used to do when I was a kid? Well, I used to make these shitty YouTube videos. Thank God I don't do that shit anymore. It's not like anyone watched them anyway. Number 14, what is the scariest thing that you remember happening to you when you were a child? Now, I've been shot at, beaten up, chased in trucks, run off the road, assaulted by a meth head that was going crazy. But out of all of that, the scariest thing that I've ever had to deal with was accidentally tricking my mom into going to an auction with my grandma. Holy shit, my mom was pissed. It wasn't that she didn't want to spend time with my grandma, it's just that my grandma at the time had a bit of an auction addiction. Her whole fucking house was filled with stuff from eBay, and that was just a thing that she did. And at the time, I was playing the NES version of Monopoly, and I couldn't fucking figure it out, but I remember finding the auction to be fun because I didn't understand how the game worked. I didn't realize that was me losing, but I liked the music and I thought it was fun. And so when my mom and I are visiting my grandma, and she's like, well, I gotta go to an auction here soon, I'm like, oh, I wanna go to the auction. And my mom was just like, oh, I don't think we have time for that. But my grandma talked my mom into it, and for the next, week, my mom was pissed. But I got a cool chair out of it, so that was cool. Fun side note, apparently when I was 1, I went to an auction with my grandma, and they were trying to get rid of this old, rickety-ass, rollaway mattress. It had, springs and a literal rolling system with it. And no one wanted it until me, as a little kid, raised my little finger because I saw other people doing it. And I won it for $1. My first purchase was when I was 1 year old. We had that mattress for a long time too. It was actually not that bad. Wound up burning the damn thing. That was fun too. And number 15, the last question, asks, what is the biggest difference that you see in the world compared to when you were a child? Now it's kind of hard to say what that is because when I was a child I didn't really see the world as it is, and even now I'm still trying to get to know her. And it's kind of a hard thing to get to know the world, but the world around me specifically, I see it, the biggest difference being that there is a huge struggle going on. Now, when I was coming up, I was 6 years old when 9/11 happened, okay? And then right after that, there was this big boom of, just loyalty to the country and the patriotism being disguised, just blind obedience being disguised as patriotism and shit like that. And there was dissonance, sure, but the majority of people just seemed to be all on one ship or another. Now, at this time, there was a lot more complex shit going on than I even could fucking think of, and even now, there's shit that I learn every day that was going on that I never realized. My parents were not in a good relationship. They fucking had pretty much split up, but they were living together in order to keep me and my brother happy and have a good environment at home. But I didn't know that. I just saw mom and dad at home and I thought, they're cool, they're good. But now that I'm starting to get to know the world, I'm seeing it more as a struggle between those who seek to control and those who seek to be free. And this is a struggle that I think will continue to go on for a long, long time. It's a struggle between those who seek to be heard and those who seek to silence others. And the only way I see us doing anything about it is fucking just stop talking about it and fucking do it. Do something. Fucking change it. If you think there's not enough nice people in the world, be nice to your neighbor. Do something. Change starts in the home. It starts in the neighborhood. It starts with fucking you. And that's where shit has to start. So if you see a problem, fucking do something about it. You can't change everything all by yourself and you can't change it overnight, but that's not what the fuck it's for. That's not what change does. It's slow, but it's meaningful. And that's the biggest difference that I've seen since I was a kid. Shit got complicated and fast. I was complacent when I was young because I lived a torturous life and I just thought that's what it was. And now I know that there's more that can be done about it, but that people are actively trying to avoid it because it's easy. It's easier not to try. And it's infuriating to me that that's a thing, but the only thing I can do about it is trying to make sure that people around me don't have to live like that. And that's what I kind of try to do. So if I can make someone smile or enjoy something or be curious or enjoy something in their day by making a video of a fucking furry dating sim or a weird tag or some shit like that to make someone feel like someone can listen by answering comments as soon as I fucking can, I think that's enough change to be worthwhile. And that's what I fucking do. So, thank y'all very much for watching this episode of fucking... What the hell is this one? The Throwback tag, yeah. of the moral ranting episodes. And I have been the trained professional, and I speak for the voices in my head when I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everybody. This is the last one of today, so you won't have to deal with any more of the Marvel shirt. So enjoy it while it lasts, because it's gone. Outro time. Play that Tetris theme. Fucking love Tetris, man. Kidding me? That's great.